and His holy name. Celebrate the Lord. Come on, yeah. Celebrate the Lord and His holy name. Celebrate the Lord. Lift Him up now. Celebrate the Lord and His holy name. Celebrate the Lord. Praise His name. Celebrate the Lord and His holy name. We will celebrate the Lord on today, and we will lift up our voices and give Him all the praise. Glory to God in the highest. We give Him all the praise.
I spit for that dude up north in that cell, scared to speak, out of fear that he may get raped again or beat. I spit to tell the story of little Corey. Mama's a fiend, daddy's a star runner on the Iron Shit track team, and in the midst of all of this, he got a little brother he got to convince to follow his dreams. Pay no attention to the nightmare. I spit because it's therapy for me, keeping the beast calm within me. Lyrical paranormal activity. You see, I've witnessed horror so bad it still bother my tomorrows. Dealt with pain so thick I still taste that shit. And in time, I've learned that verses are more accepted than screams. I spit to paint pictures. I spit to create urban scriptures. Left hand thinking in the book of reality. Want to know about the Sphinx in Egypt? I don't know. But you want to know how cold it gets for an HIV addict with no soul? Come holla at me. I spit when I hear whack shit because it gets me heated. I spit that real shit because I know that it's needed. No metaphors here, my dear. I keep mine simple and clear. I spit to take your mind off all the bullshit you got to go through out there. I spit for Brown, Crow, Cass, Mellow, Lady K, the production, the poets that made me the problem I am today. I spit for Room Shakers, my poetic family. So whenever I touch the stage, they are always on stage with me. I spit like this because this gift is God sent. So like Beyonce's GYN, I love my job. And I know some of y'all hate to see me when I come through. So I guess I spit for that too. Because the thought of messing it up for some of y'all idiots makes my Jones hard. The real Brooklyn.
Okay. Hey, how you doing, Tyra?
Hi, Alicia. How are you?
It's the musical summit, girl. Another time. It's another time.
Yeah, well, welcome everyone to the Musical Summit. I will tell you a little about it. The Musical Summit is a monthly virtual online event that celebrates the National Day calendar with seasons and emerging artists and salutes honorees that exemplifies each theme. So who we have tonight, Alicia?
Girl, we got singers, dances, we got all kinds of stuff. It's Juneteenth. And we have Alicia Hyman.
Assemblywoman.
Right? Yes. She's an
Extraordinary.
assemblywoman. Yeah, we got some stuff going on. And you know, politics is my thing. I can't wait to talk to her. Just saying.
I was gonna say, be good, Alicia, be good.
I'll try. I'll try. Well, I'm in Maryland now, and I'm gonna make it to New York. Don't worry, I'm coming back, y'all. Where you in Queens? That's the best thing about being virtual. You could be basically anywhere. So who we got first?
We have a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Pat Robinson, but
okay.
I'm going to massacre her name, but she'll correct me. Gizambole. How did I do, Pat? Oh,
take yourself off mute. She's on mute.
Thank you.
There you go.
Did very well. You did very
I was practicing. So how are you today?
all right now. I'm doing very well. Just so pleased to be invited.
Great, great. You have let's see. We can't. You're going in and out a little bit. It's sound wise. Let's see.
Wondering what I
Wow.
It sounds like an echo is on.
Yeah, sounds great.
have.
Do we have one of her videos? Maybe you could play one of her videos while she. No.
What about now? Is that better?
Oh, my mic ain't showing. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well,
Okay.
okay.
Well, can you hear us? We're gonna play one of your videos, and we'll
Okay.
play with your audio backstage, and then we'll come back on.
Okay, so much.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I said one or two of the videos, so. Okay, well, let me keep talking then while we try to see if we can fix the tech. But tell us about Fendike,
Yes.
African dance troupe. Tell us a little about that.
So, Fanike act out these queens, and we've artists who've been studying for decades celebrate the traditional Africa and the African diaspora.
Okay. Are you plugged directly into your computer,
I'm
or are you
on.
on the Wi-Fi?
I'm on an iPad. I queue up on this. So
Okay.
Oh, wow. Well, I have one of your videos up. Do you see it down there, Tyra? Okay, we're gonna you tell us what this is, because this is it looks like it's a drummers.
that's yep, drummers.
Oh, she can't hear. Wait a minute, Pat. It's like
I'll sign back in there.
okay, all
All
right,
righty. I don't know if
okay.
you can, am I unmuted? Am I unmuted?
Uh-huh.
So, tell us about what we just saw. So the African drumming, and I see the bowls. Okay.
You see the drummers are playing is the drum that has one head. It looks like a, and then you see in the scene, you also see that's two-headed drums, and those are the drum rhythm. They're the one that drives the rhythm.
Okay.
And calabash is in the back, and are really gourds that are in many reasons. They're used to carry fabric. Sometimes they decorate them, a traditional artifact that we also use.
Okay. Tell us a little about yourself, because when I was reading your fantastic resume, I saw that you also took classes for drumming as well.
Yes, I know all about it, and one of my favorite dances. So, I actually was a part of we were the first Saba drum, and we were taught by many of the master tradition and the future generation, and used to perform all women and with a director, and it was lots of fun.
Wow. I think that's awesome. We always see male drummers and not that many female drummers. So I got very excited to know that you knew how to do that as well.
Yeah.
So how did you get started? I did see that you went to instruction with Gloria Jackson. Is that Gloria Jackson that was on Merrick? Was she on Merrick?
She was on Merit. In fact, she was across the street. So where church is now, Gloria Jackson used the street. So that's where I really started to tap, and I did a little bit and but I knew I always wanted to go. I'm trying to think who. One of my very good friends introduced class, and she took me to the dance class, the best thing. And my mother brought me, and that
Wow.
was it. That was see, dance, smell, eat.
Well, I actually remember Gloria Jackson dearly, so I was very I said, oh my goodness, Pat went to Gloria Jackson too. I was like, wow, that's fantastic. So so you are, tell us what are you doing next? The dance we talked a little bit. Your dance troupe is not new but new. You know, like
Right,
you've been performing for years, but now you've branching out
right.
basically.
So
Yes.
as in many companies, for with Wilhelmina Taylor, I I danced and spent many years in my performance work with Maya Wiles and Aluka K. Wiles, and a collective with a group called African Fanike. I was in we grew up, and then when my partner retired, we did African dance too.
Oh.
So yeah, we've been performing in the community now 14th year, And so, being compared to many companies, some people are celebrating, but we're just about 14
Nice.
years old now.
Beautiful. Tell one last question. How important is it for the kids to know about, you know, their African history and, you know, the traditions of dance and so forth? Mm-hmm.
It, if you, we we need to understand where we come from, and not the whole world, right? But
Yeah.
our ancestors are rich, massive continent, all of the jewels of the world, and it's rich and it's just so bountiful. If you just look at media, look at some curriculum, my ancestors started here in the United States, in the continent of Africa. And because of our history, may be able to trace themselves to the continent. For the people of the Africans, they don't know. But it is important to understand your genealogy from. There are there's discipline and there's culture. It's simply beautiful. And you see the United States, but it's really great. So I would encourage anyone who wants to, or their ancestry, to pursue it where they come from before their ancestors.
Okay. Thank you for that. I want to know, what are you guys doing next? Where can everybody come see you?
Okay, scheduled for last weekend, which everybody know got rain, to do some is in the park, to perform in Baisley Park, as well as hoping that we can do some collaboration. JPAC up on the site to see exact dates for Black History Month presentation.
Okay. All right. Can what's your Instagram, or do you have an Instagram or a website that we could send you to or send people to, or Facebook?
Okay, can dance. I have an Instagram, and my website is www.com.
Okay. We're going to ask you to put it in the chat so people
Okay.
could, you know, to type it in the chat for us so people
Sure.
could you know, so they could like it and, you know, come see some of your shows.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
so much.
truly enjoyed the videos. I really had a nice time looking at it and editing it. It was really nice. You know, I enjoyed it. And it's a Queens thing. But we have
Yes.
another video for you. You see the video down there, Tyra? Pull it up.
Yeah. So thank you. We're gonna play your, you know, the video, and please remember to put your information in the chat for everyone. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. You got it? Okay, here we go. Woo! That was great. I really enjoyed them. I think that that is so cool.
Yeah, and remember that she said that they're performing at Paisley Park and
Uh-huh.
they're performing in Brookville. I believe it was Brookville. Um, if you want to know more about the Faneke Dance African Dance Company, um, they will have information. Look in the chat, and there will be information there. And you could always go to the Musical Summit website, and we will have information about them there as well.
Yeah. So who do we
Yeah.
have next, Tyra?
Well, I think we should talk a little bit about Juneteenth and also
Okay.
Tulsa.
Okay. Let's talk about it. Cause it's a lot of stuff going on, and uh it's a lot of stuff going on. Doesn't it kind of seem like the world is like blowing up? It's like it's just crazy right now. It's crazy. I mean, as far as our people is concerned, black people are concerned, as far as the world in general, it's like going crazy. Um, it's just going crazy. And I think it's really cool that Cuomo, our governor, I know that some people don't like him. I'm sorry, I'm Team Cuomo. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm Team Cuomo. But he signed it into what is it? Into he did an executive order, right? And isn't Alicia Hyman the assemblywoman? She's rallying for it to go through the legislation, right? To make it like a real law where it's not just a
Well, I believe it has already, but we're going to have we're gonna bring up Nico Brim, and he's gonna school us a little bit more
yeah.
on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see how this goes, because this is crazy. I'm thinking the Russians are coming. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Hi,
You
Nico.
think the Russians are
How
coming?
are
I
you?
think they're coming, man.
You have to
I'm
be
trying
ready
to
for
tell
Alicia,
you.
Nico.
The internet is crazy.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
We're good. We're good.
That's good.
Doing
That's good.
good, man.
Well,
Thank
thank
you
y'all
so
for having
much
me today. Yeah,
for
absolutely. Of course.
agreeing to be on the musical summit. This is our Alicia and I's brainchild. It's something that we want to do. We want to make
Yeah.
sure that the artists are out there front and center all the time. And so
it's about you guys, man.
the first Wednesday of every month, we will have artists on telling us what they do, what they do and what they do, going to be doing next. So I understand. Not only are you a rapper, you are also an activist, and you also campaigned with Miss Opal about Juneteenth. So could you tell us a little about Juneteenth? Do you mind schooling
Yeah,
us on that?
yeah. Well, Juneteenth, it starts off. It's the holiday that represents real freedom and independence in this country, because although July 4th is considered Independence Day, we all know that for hundreds of years African Americans were not free while they were in this country.
Mm-hmm.
So Juneteenth, it's recognized because on June 19th in 1865, that's when one of the last legs of slavery really came to an end. And I think
Mm-hmm.
the war was already about 2 years in. So there was places in the South, deep within the South, particularly in Texas, where they did not let the slaves know the news that they were free. And
Right.
so, June 19th signifies, the last of our people that was held in bondage, and which is why it's celebrated, by, Black people here in this country. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's like a little rundown behind Juneteenth. And, fast forward, when I was growing up, I didn't really hear too much about Juneteenth, but Miss
Mm-hmm.
Opal Lee, um, has inspired me to work with her on, making Juneteenth seen not only as a national holiday, but locally,
Mm-hmm.
in all the different states and towns and all municipalities across the country. And
That's fantastic. And how old is she?
she
She's like
she
90
is
something,
94
right?
now. She's 94 now.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
heard
That's
she's still
awesome.
marching all over the place.
yeah, she's marching on.
Still marching.
Last year we did a march in DC. We did a march in DC, and we had over 1 million signatures. To make
Wow.
Juneteenth a holiday and for it to be recognized, and it has been recognized in New York. They passed it in New York, and
They
they
did
also
pass it.
and they also passed it in Wilmington, Delaware,
Mm-hmm.
and a few other towns that I can't think of off top.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to be picked up and recognized, which is something I'm proud to see. And like I said, I'm here to share the information, but I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Miss Opal. So I just want to give her flowers.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
awesome.
So,
We
it's
don't have any excuse to not march or participate because Miss Opal's 94 and she's
I
marching.
know, right?
So
Yo,
none of
you feel
us.
what I'm saying? That's what I always say to myself. I'm like, yo, if Miss Opal can do it, and she's 70 years my senior, if she's, and to think that she's been fighting this fight for so long, right? And for me to now just be in a space where I'm in my 20s and I'm aware, in a real, socially conscious way, to know that somebody has been dealing with this for 70 plus, you know what I mean? It has been making a fight. It's like, man, I gotta help,
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's a lot of stuff that's coming out that a lot of us didn't know. They're talking about Tulsa. They talking about, and the thing is about that whole thing is, I'm just gonna say this side thing just for a second. It's a lot of stuff that people don't know. They're little small Tulsas everywhere. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Stuff like that. As far as freedom is concerned, I understand. Like, I think, yeah, there were certain parts of the United States that weren't free, but there were parts of the Caribbean that was like years later, and they still had they still had slaves. So I mean, it's not about the Caribbean; it's about us. I'm not even Caribbean. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of things that we don't know. Can you think of anything that we wouldn't know that that about that maybe we wouldn't know? Because like what you said, that's like general information. I mean, you're talking to Miss Opal Lee. Is there any jewels that she might have dropped for you that maybe the rest of us should know?
Yeah, I mean, when I think of jewels that Miss Opal Lee has dropped, I think that there's a perspective that she gave me as to why the holiday is so important. Because when you look at all of the other races in this country, they have their days where they celebrate milestone achievements as a culture, or like just culturally significant days that they have. And when you look at the African American community, we haven't really created a separate identity of holidays to celebrate outside of what we do in America, integrated with. And when I say white America, I don't mean that to be dismissive, but we celebrate what they celebrate. And it's
Right.
like a day like Juneteenth is so important because a lot of us can't date back our history. We don't know what parts of Africa we come from. A lot of times we don't even know the plantations or the parts of this country that our family really dates back to. And so when you have something like Juneteenth, it allows for the generations that come prior, not prior, but come after us. They're able to see kind of with a perspective and know their history a little bit more than we do. Because to the point that you're making, it's not just African Americans, that suffer with human rights. You look at the whole African diaspora of people, and whether it be the Caribbean people, whether it be people in Western Africa, Eastern and Southern Africa, all of these different people in South America, our African brothers and sisters over there. There's so much that we're not necessarily aware of. And it's like, it starts with having days like this that allow, to spark the conversations that we're having around what else don't we know. So, I didn't necessarily get like jewels on facts, but she gave me a jewel on a perspective that helped me understand like why it's so important.
Well, that was great. Yeah. So do we have, he's a rapper. Are we going to play something of his? I mean.
We are. I have another question for him, though. I want to know. I want to know what can other millennials or just our people in general. What can they do to move our mission forward?
I think that young people just should continue to do what they're doing. I really don't have information that I feel like is coming from a space where they need to value necessarily my opinion on how they need to move. But what I will say is when you look at my generation and what everybody is doing, they're putting a lot of pressure. They are out there in the streets. They are also inside the legislation rooms. They are around courthouses. They are putting pressure all around in this country to make it happen. And when I'm speaking to my generation, I'm like, yo, I'm proud of y'all. Because a lot of the time, we get bashed for a lot of things, but there's a lot of passion behind human rights with our generation. That's not just Black. You know what I mean? It's
all over the world. It's global.
Yeah, all over the world. So I'm like, yo, just continue to apply that pressure. Because when the pressure is applied, the pressure is felt. So that's all we got to do.
Absolutely. All right now.
I thought you said you didn't have no jewels.
Yeah.
that was deep. That was deep. So we're gonna play one of your videos, then, unless you're gonna spit for us. Let us know. What do you want us to do?
Still a word? Do they still say spit? They do, because the real says.
Well, that's how old I am.
We just trying to keep up, because y'all will change words in a minute, and I'm sitting saying something. And my kids are like, "Ma, they don't say that no more." Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Amir, would we be able to play the Hard to Believe music video?
Yes.
Okay.
We will.
After we can have some discussion about it.
Okay. Thank you so much, and we'll put the video on.
Okay. I don't hear any sound.
I'm telling her now. Okay, tell her she has.
I mean, look, if that doesn't work, I could still rap. So we could do that actually. So for Hard to Believe, it goes a little something like this. Yo, I find it harder to believe that we are one and the same. In the government, they have a hand in pushing cocaine. I still believe that slavery is in a prison exchange. Man's freedom for the shackle and pain.
Don't believe that presidents were ever forced. It's just game for the blame. And these white men cooking up strains. And Colorado need to help exonerate them niggas stuck in their chains. Cause y'all waited and we all took the blame. Shit is fucked up. Brain drains in our hood. Niggas don't come up. Police quick to run up. So we hustle to the sun up. Every step ahead, another step they take from us. Innocent convicted up north in state numbers. Oh yeah. One hell of a picture, my nigga. You should snap it. Oh, you should snap it. Out of the breeze, you know the tactics, guerrilla warfare, hand signs is all madness. Home of the brave, no trust in new habits. Cause it's the home of the free, the heart of the brave, locked in the cage. And it's the home of the free, the heart of the brave, locked in the cage.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you. Did you write your own stuff?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Awesome.
Yes, Tyra.
I got the old school look.
Yes, Tyra.
Every day.
Do you like be on the train or something? Are you ready?
I know.
Do you be on the train or something and say and get a lyric? You know, like not a lyric, but get something that you want to write down that you want to put in your rap. Is that how some of your inspiration is? Like
yeah, absolutely. You know, I take inspiration. It could be from something as small as what somebody said in a conversation. You know what I mean? To like something that I might have seen online. A lot of the time, our raps start with like a phrase. You know what I'm saying? Like hard to believe. That song, it starts because I'm like, you know, it's you would think in 2020 it's hard to believe that this is still the conversation that's being had. So then when I thought of that, I was like, well, what else is hard to believe around that? You know what I mean? And then from there, it just like sparked like the whole conversation.
Okay.
You know?
All right. All right.
You know, I learned to be a good listener because you never know. So somebody might say something and you just catch
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. They're gonna play your video right now.
I think she got it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because if we don't, our ignorance is going to kill us alone. So, you know, I mean, it's time, bro. It's time, and you are a very necessary part of it. Whether it's through the creativity, whatever it is that you wherever you are right now, I need you to go there because it's time. It's time. That's it.
You feel me? The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in the cage. I said locked in the cage. Yo. I find it harder to believe that we are one and the same. And the government ain't have a hand in pushing cocaine. I still believe that slavery is in a prison exchange. Man's freedom for the shackle and pain. Don't believe that presidents were ever forced. It's game for the blame. And these white men cooking up strains. And Colorado need to help exonerate them niggas stuck in their chains. Cause y'all waited and we all took the blame. Shit is fucked up. Brain drains in our hoods. Niggas don't come up. Police quick to run up, so we hustle to the sun up. Every step ahead, another step they take from us. Innocent convicted up north in state numbers. Oh yeah, one hell of a picture, my nigga. You should snap it. Heart of the brave, you know the tactics. Guerrilla warfare, hand signs is all madness. Home of the free, no trust in those habits. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. I said, Mr. Officer, why you stop me at the light? No, I'm doing good and you ain't living right. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night. Mr. Officer, why you stop me at the light? No, I'm doing good and you ain't living right. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night.
You don't even gotta be, you know, you can't allow people to change what it is that you're trying to say.
I don't believe that Mike Jackson ever touched those kids. And the will that killed Prince really was not his. The government might say a lot, but look at what they did. Capital before our kids, I'm just saying what is. Do believe in paying full, but put that shit in our hands. Don't believe that unity is only women and men. I believe that higher education is running a scam. They gentrify the hood so we can't buy that land. Buybacks happen when you got a place of your own. I believe that black guys are more than Rolling Stones. I believe that black women are the cornerstone. Reminding us of who we are when we on our own. in a white man's world. Black makes it go round as the axis twirls. We the gems and pearls, smart men, brave hearts, and a couple girls. It could be white, black man runs the world for real. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. The home of the free, heart of the brave, locked in a cage. I said, Mr. Officer, why you stop me at a lie? No, I'm doing good and you ain't living right. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night. Mr. Officer, why you stop me at the light? No, I'm doing good and you ain't living right. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night. Black is beautiful, boy, I'm blacker than the night.
Wow.
That was great.
Wow.
That
Wow.
was great. That was great.
Yes.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate it.
how long have you how long have you been like really into activism? Is it something that started when you met Opal Lee, or did it start before then?
It started before then. You know, my parents, my mother and my
I knew you was
grandmother.
gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, my
Go ahead.
parents, my mother, my grandmother, my father. They were always people that just felt like socially aware and like always let me know that I was a part of a community and I had an obligation to uplift that community because that community uplifted me. So,
Yeah.
you know, it was just kind of something I always through my life, whether, you know, we would be feeding people, whether we were, you know, back to school clothes, you know, clothes for the winter. There was always a way that I was just trying to, not trying, but actually being, you know, involved in the community. And I also feel like we're artists, right? Like sometimes we say to ourselves, yo, I'm going to wait once I get to 1 million, once I get here, then I'm going to come back and like help everybody. But it's like something you could do incrementally on the way. You know what I mean? Like, and I just feel that anybody, whether you are artist or not, that we all have a some sort of obligation to uplift our community in a real way. So,
Yeah.
shout out to my parents.
That's
Shout
great.
out to mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's nice. That's
We
great.
we
Thank you.
really
We're so impressed.
we are just blown. I'm blown away. I love this kid. I do. I love mine and all the other ones that I have that's not mine, but they think they're mine. So you welcome to be one too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm that person that have all these kids that ain't really mine, but they call me mom.
Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome. I like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm proud
Alicia
of
can
you.
relate because she's a songwriter as well. She's
Yeah.
a songwriter like you, so she can relate to.
Yeah, I know about the book, but see, as a songwriter, we use a lot of recordings. Like we used to call, this is mad old school. Then I'm gonna let you go because I know we got other people. But we used to call our. Remember when you used to have an answering machine on your phone at the house?
Yeah.
I would call my house and tell them, do not answer the phone. I call my house and sing on the answer sheet. So it's been a long time, but I do it. But we really appreciate you coming through. I mean, I wish you all the luck and the love and the, I hope to see you but I hope to see all the artists that come on here and don't come on here just really explode. But you definitely, because I think you have a lot to offer the world. You know, I think you have a lot to offer the world.
Definitely.
And I really personally appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate you guys having me.
So, is anything coming up, soon that we can tell the audience about?
Well, I am going to be dropping some more music real soon.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't got too much more, but I'm cooking.
Hey, it's COVID. Hey. We just opening up.
Okay. Well, they can go to your Instagram and follow you, right?
Oh, yeah, you could go to my Instagram. My handle is Nico Brim, one word, NIKOBRIM. That's my handle on everything. All Twitter, socials. That's my artist name. That's my actual name. So
okay.
Works out.
Works
Yeah,
out.
exactly. It worked out. It's a stage name on the low. Like,
I know.
it just worked out that way. So I could definitely follow me there, and I'll just be active, keeping everybody up to date through my social.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Bye. That was great.
Oh,
What we got going on? What we got going on?
Tommy, patient
Tommy. Oh, I'm
patient
such a fan, Tommy. I'm such a fan. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man?
Hey guys, how y'all doing? I am doing well. Good to see you.
Same here.
You know?
I hear an accent. Where are you from? Where are you?
So I'm originally from Texas, okay?
Okay.
But we migrated, should I say migrate, to Brooklyn. And so that's where I'm at now. And it's for a reason. It's for a specific reason. I was planning to venture into theater because I did theater so much in Texas that it was just time. You know how when it's time to move. We made that move, and we've been up here for almost I'd say about 3 years now. 3 years now, and so of course the pandemic hit right when I was about to go into few things. Boom, pandemic. So we take it as it comes, and but I'll tell you one thing. Even though things come in life and whatnot, that's not time for you to sit down and just do nothing. I mean, you find something else to venture into, and find other things out about yourself. And so that's what I did. I was in hermit mode, but yet hermit mode in music. You know what I'm saying? So
well, Tyra, he does this song, and I'm sorry, but I just need to hear this song. He does. I heard T Hart, Mr. Tommy, do this song. The boy had me crying. So I'm gonna go get my makeup so that y'all can't see how jacked up I'm gonna be when he finishes. You in front of your piano?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, could you give us some of that?
I want to know more about Tommy, but yes, hear you play.
I'm sorry, I'm just really, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What? Oh, y'all ready? Oh. All right, so this song, you all, was inspired by, especially during when the pandemic actually began. I was listening outside to all of the chants that was going on, especially during George Floyd, when George Floyd passed. But ironically, what's crazy about this particular song is that I did it in France. I was a part of this little touring group, and I did it in like various cities in France. And every night, they also had a form of Holocaust, and so some of them could relate, as though they, for one thing, they were in the Holocaust with Hitler. And so when this song came on, they immediately just went into tears. And so I will sing this song here tonight, and I want you just to go into a place and just remember what happened to our people as African Americans, as what they went through. When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go, oppressed so hard they could not stand. Let my people go, go down. Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell no Pharaoh who to let my people go. Thus said the Lord, bold Moses slew. Let my people go. Well, if not, I'll smite your firstborn dead. Let my people go. Yeah. Go down. Moses, yeah, way down in Egypt land. Tell no Pharaoh to let for my children. Please, oh, let for George Floyd. Please, let for Sandra Bland. Please, oh, let my people go. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let them go.
Wow. Wow, Tommy, that was awesome.
Got me crying. Always have me
Wow.
crying.
Thank you.
Wow, that was awesome.
Every time I just think about that, we've come so far, yet we're still, and so these songs that were sung in the 18th and 16th century, it's what's crazy, they're still relevant today.
Right.
And we're still dealing with the shame. It's just in different shades, different aspects, and it's just very interesting to me. So that, like I said, when I was hearing all those riots and things outside during that time, when George Floyd passed, about the police and the actions and stuff that was happening, that was a song that came to my mind. I just began to get to the piano and make an arrangement, and boom, that's where it came from. So
Perfect. It was perfect. So
Thank,
perfect.
thank you so.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was awesome. Really awesome. The like you said, that some of these songs were made so many centuries ago, and they you sing them now. They're so relevant now. That's
Right,
crazy. You know.
right,
You know.
right. And another thing, these individuals were going through it.
Yes.
So while they were going through it, these songs came to them. So they were singing from the heart. And, again, there's still, and these people have been gone for hundreds of years, and the
Yeah.
songs are still, penetrating the heart of the people when you sing. Like, We Shall Overcome, and, Go Down Moses is way old, but We Shall Overcome, sung, back then during Martin Luther King's time.
Right. Mm-hmm,
We're still trying to overcome.
Yeah.
Just baffles me when I hear about that.
But it is a testimony to our strength and fortitude for us to keep going, like not giving up, So we're gonna see it. We never said we would see a black president. We saw it. So we're gonna see for freedom the way we see it.
That's right.
We'll see
Exactly.
it. You have to believe that we'll see it.
Exactly. That's right. So baby steps are being made, and they're going in the right direction. So it's not like we're not going anywhere. We're moving.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah. Good to hear. Great.
I know you're glad to hear that Broadway and the theaters are opening back up.
Yes, I am. But what's interesting about it is I have a bunch of friends that are in Lion King and various things like that, and they're a little apprehensive going back into the theater. And casts
really
as big as
the theaters are very intimate.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. But the pieces, Lion King has so many pieces, like thousands of people, hundreds of people rather, that are working in close proximities. So the actors are like, I guess it's probably because we've been wearing this mask for so long. It's like, okay, you need to tell me how to put it down, and I got to be 6 inches away from my friend right here. So it's that's kind of the talk that I hear right now in the theater world. Is simply that. So it's just being close. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out in September.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So as far as your original music, as far as your original music is concerned, what inspires you when you're writing songs? What type of thing? But like the reason I'm asking is because I write songs, but I like to write love songs. I can write other songs, but I love writing love songs because I feel like there's so many different aspects of love, hate, all of that. That's all encompasses love. What type of songs do you like to write?
It's interesting you say that because love, I'm in that same vein. A romanticist, if you feel, there's a lot of different, like you said, different variations of love and relationships. One thing about love is that, and I guess this is for my aspect, is that you go through various things in life, various relationships, whether it be family, significant other, or in the case of my wife, and you just go through various relationships, and I hear this word back in the day where they said every tub must sit on its own 4 legs. I don't know, exactly but what I grasped out of it is that every relationship is not identical. There are different forms, different, so if you take baggage from here and bring it over here, it's not going to work over here. You got to leave that baggage there. Start fresh. and sail on in the sunset, you know.
And
So
that's the whole song right there.
exactly. Exactly. Don't take the baggage. So yeah, I mean, you know, I have certain vibes that I go through. You know, I can come home from work and I'm walking down the street and I see somebody holding hands and I see how they're interacting with one another. And I'm like, oh wow, okay. You know, like for example, I wrote this song called Coffee Girl, which I'm in the process now of actually starting to record it. But it's Coffee Girl, you know, it's about random people that be in a coffee shop. And this gentleman came to a coffee shop one day. I was sitting, now I'm telling all my music now, but I was sitting in a coffee shop, you know, and then I saw this person, this young lady walking through the coffee shop, and this man's face is brightened up. I mean, he smiled big. I was like, wow, so he was waiting on someone, you know, so, and then the song just, you know, branches off from there because like I said, I can't tell you everything. You got to go out and get it. So, but yes, it branched out from there. And so it's all about a theme, something that you think about at the time or you see, you know, and it just comes, and sometimes I have moments where I have like 7 or 8 days off and it's just nothing. I don't see anything, but then something just, you know, pops in my eyesight. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. I get to the pen and paper and make it happen. Yeah.
Wow.
So you have a songbook like Nico and Alicia, I guess. Or do you
exactly. The old school way. Now I use pencil though. I don't use pen.
I use pen, and I'll tell you why I use pen. I use pen because certain lyrics, even though I may not use them, I'll put a check on it. I'll circle it and I just, you know, because I may want to use it later because I'll come up with something really fly and go, man, I like that, but I don't like that for this. And I'll put it and I'll circle it and put a circle on it, and then later on I'll copy it somewhere else. And then when I need a line, I go back there and grab a line. Just, you know, just old people stuff because he's still young, Tyra. He's still young. He's still, you know, just old people stuff you should know.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
You co-sign too quick, but it's okay. You agree.
I used to have tape recorders though. I don't know about y'all. I used to have tape recorders, you know, and I had various. I had like 2 or 3 of them. And I push record on one and do the alto line, push record on the other, do the tenor line, then push record on the other, do the soprano line, and simultaneously push them at the same time and have another one recorded for my solo. So I had like 4 tape recorders just sitting all lined up. You know.
Well, you could afford 4 tape recorders, Tommy. How about 1 tape recorder and turn it on the other side? And no, 2 tapes. 1 tape recorder, 2 tapes. You tape one, and then after you tape one, you tape. Well, no, I forgot how to do it, but I only had 1 tape recorder. I'm trying to think how I did it, but I used to have to it was some kind of way I did it, but I used to have to listen to some kind of way. Oh, that's what it was. It was a way to tape. Wow, that's what it was. The boxes had 2 tapes on it. Remember the old boxes that you used to have like this? That you used to hold big boom box. My boom box had 2 tape players on it. So I would sing on one and record on the other one while I'm singing on that one. And then I bounce that back and put that there. And so it'd be 2 voices on that one. Then I'd sing over that one on that side. Yeah. So I had 2 tapes.
Yeah.
I big old box, child. My man, yes, I did. Man. I was proud of my box. My arm hurt a lot.
Listen, all beginnings.
My arm hurt a lot, though. It did.
That's right.
So, do you have any more music? Like, do you have any another like an original that you might want to share with us?
Well, I was going to ask if we could hear Coffee Girl.
Now, you know, I would love to.
Huh?
I would love to. I would love to, but you know, for my producer rights, I better,
Okay,
kind
well,
of.
whatever you want to play is
Do you
fine.
have one that you can play though?
Yes. We don't
Do
want
you have one that
anybody
you
to
can play?
copyright,
Because I'm sure that's not the
silly
only
song.
original song you
Huh?
have. Do you have one you can play?
So I have like I mean, well, it's not so much of original, but then again, it is. So it's kind of like, for example, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson used to do most of his songs were inspired by rhythms. Believe it or not, I remember listening to Oprah Winfrey one interview he had, and she was like, "Okay, so how did you come up with this song?" He said, "Man, I was in the cab, and then I was starting, listening to all these rhythms that was in my head, and then all of a sudden this song came to me." And he said, "It just blossomed, but it started with rhythms. It wasn't like melodic lines or anything like that." So this particular number that I'm doing now is one of his. I guess I don't know exactly what album it was on, but this is going to be an infused with jazz as well as hip hop. I guess pop. With Michael Jackson. Okay. Looking out to the night sky, seeing wings of sleepless eyes, hear her voice in my window, see seducing sights, get me out to the nighttime. You don't know me now. If this world is just an apple, let me take a bite. They say, why? Don't tell me that it's human nature. Why does he do it? Why? Don't tell me that it's human nature. Why does he do it? Yeah. It's enough. Every time I see your face, it makes me want to see. Every time I think about your love, it drives me crazy. Say every time I see your face, it makes me want to sing. Every time I think about your love, it drives me crazy. Every time I see your face, it makes me want to sing. Every time I talk about your love, it drives me crazy. Hey, come on. Tell me that it's human nature. Why does he do it? Why Don't tell me secret nature.
Yay.
Just
You know what, Tommy? One of the
some
things,
of the songs.
Thank you.
one of the things that I always liked about watching you, you can tell that like you love this. It's like the love like comes like you could just feel it, just that you love this, that this is like in your soul. You know, you could tell that when you sing. And we really appreciate you coming through. You know, I mean, I really appreciate it. I mean, he helped me a lot with a lot of stuff because you know, but he's really cool guy, and I appreciate you coming through.
Oh, you were
And
awesome. You were awesome. I really enjoyed your selections. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate
Thank you all too as well. And before you go, guys, I just want to let you know my media handle. I go on T Harp Sings. It's on Instagram, and you can look me up. I do various things from Stevie Wonder to I got a lot of videos up there. So you follow me, guys, and be on the lookout. There's some music that is on the way. For example, I do a show which I'm about to actually relaunch. I started it way back in February last year, but I'm going to start relaunching it soon. So be on the lookout. It's going to be called Wind Down with T Harp.
It's the Wind Down with T Harp and friends.
Yes, I will be there. It's the Wind Down with T Harp.
So you said
relaunch it. Relaunch it. So be on the lookout for it.
T Harp Sings.
T Harp, yeah. T Harp Sings. That is correct. I apologize. T Harp Sings. Yeah. So go ahead and follow me, guys, and yeah, I follow back. I'm not a person that don't follow back, so I follow back.
All right.
All right. So thank you all for having me, you all, and thank you all for actually putting this platform up for artists and making this happen.
Well, it's a lot more that's going to be going on. So we really appreciate you. So when we call you again, you're going to be ready, right?
You know it. With wheels. click it in.
Okay, now.
And we want James to the Lion King.
There you go. See?
That's all good. But thank you so much. We appreciate you coming.
Thank you all as well. God bless you.
Good night.
See you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, he was really good. Yeah, well, so let's go.
Thank you all for coming to the Musical Summit. We'd like to tell you, if you want to perform on the Musical Summit, just go to our website, which is themusicalsummit.com, and fill out a form so we can have your information, and we'll put you on one of the events that we have planned. So that's themusicalsummit.com.
We have a lot planned. We have a lot going on, actually. I mean, we Tyra has jams coming in August, right? That's August. You have it?
Oh, Jamaica Jams is back on. It's Jams 25th anniversary is August 6th and 7th. On Jamaica Avenue from Parsons Boulevard to 170th Street. 10 blocks of Jamaica Avenue.
Yeah, man. That's her thing. Y'all gotta go out and support her. The vendors and everybody. She's looking for everybody. She's going crazy. Poor thing. Poor baby. And I have my little my platform. I have Rain TV. I finally decided what I was going to do at Rain TV, y'all. It's gonna be a music station. So if you have any music you'd like to be on my Roku channel, reach out to ringtv.com and and we'll make it happen for you. Okay. We want to make it a place where you can be independent and do your thing, if it's really good, you know, we'll just move you up the ladder. Maybe you could be on the musical summit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if everybody can hear me now because I be getting lost and stuff. I don't know what's happening. Oh
Okay.
Lord.
Well,
There you go. Yeah.
well,
No,
we
but
thank everyone for
okay.
coming. Juneteenth is actually June 19th, so we want everybody to get out there and celebrate and make this one of the biggest ones that we've ever had. And we also would like to say that they're having a big event in Roy Wilkins Park on the 19th. And so, if you're looking for a place to celebrate Juneteenth, that's one of the places to go. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.